Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition love and general reading. This is for the element of water. So if you are Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is for you. Alright, so I have shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. As usual, you guys, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I ask for you all to please continue to do so. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they give you some clarity about your situation. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. We have the central issue, the moon, the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Three of Wands, the Fool, King of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, so central issue being the moon. You guys could find yourselves emotional about something this weekend. This could be some sort of recent past energy, but and then also this is Pisces. So you overall looks like it could be an emotional weekend. It looks like there could have been some sort of rejection. I feel like an offer was rejected. Like maybe you tried to put yourself out there. Maybe you wanted a second chance. Maybe you wanted to start fresh. There was something that you wanted and it's like you got rejected. You got denied. And you're emotional about it. This can be even like you applied for credit, or you needed some sort of help, you needed some sort of assistance. I just feel like you're being denied of it. I also see this as past energy for you missing someone who may no longer be here. And you also may feel like this person keeps showing up in your dreams or something. And you've been maybe grieving over it. Now, I also see here that some of you have some sort of gift that you wish you could give back. You're like, I don't like this gift, because you could be an empath. You could be very hypersensitive to energies around you. And you take it as being crazy sometimes, because 1 minute you are fine, you're okay, and the next minute you're bursting out crying. And you're like, where did these feelings come from? So usually when it happens, it's because someone is an empath and you're tapping into someone else's energies. It could be a stranger, it could be someone that you know, but it's like it's confusing because you assume that these are your energies. But I do see you eventually overcoming that emotional state, and you're gonna say, okay, I'm okay now, I feel better. I feel too like if you're depressed about something, that you should not consume alcohol, because I feel like it's just going to expand your worries. It's not going to help anything. So I don't know if you're trying to drown out your sorrows with alcohol, but no, I feel like it just brings about even more anxieties. You may already be someone who does suffer from anxieties or post-traumatic stress syndrome. You could be dealing with someone that suffers from this. You may be dealing with someone who is bipolar. This could also just be something that is having to do with mood swings. I also feel too like someone is just like, I don't want to take my medicine. So if you're under some sort of medication for any type of emotional behavior, it's like you don't want to take it. Or maybe you're trying to give this medicine to your child or give it to your loved one, a parent or something. You're like, I don't want it. And so by them not taking their medication, or by you not taking your medication, you know, it happens, it triggers, and you're kind of moody and just out of sorts, very emotional. I also see this as, if we're talking about love and romance, then this is someone that you are afraid, well, you're afraid of the connection because it's like a past life connection, and this person maybe triggers your anxieties. They remind you of being rejected or abandoned, or they, what do you call it? It's like any type of past traumas that you could have suffered, whether it's in this life or in a previous life, they resurface. It just comes out of nowhere. It really just comes out of nowhere. Now, also too, the moon just moved into Scorpio. So you also, this may be another reason why you're definitely suffering from some sort of anxiety. Get ready for some sort of secrets to come out. Maybe you will reveal some secrets. Maybe you've been crying about something since childhood. If it's not directly happening to you, I also see this as a friend or a family member coming to you to vent. And you just kind of nurture them by letting them cry and vent about whatever it is that they're going through or complain. So I see too, it looks like if you're single, you're okay with it. You're like, yeah, whatever, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to stress about being single this weekend. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to do things that make me feel happy. So I feel that you are in a state of peace after having a little bit of emotional, after having some sort of emotional moment. I see too that even though you are at peace, you may still be anticipating something to just fall into your lap, some sort of opportunity. You may also be thinking about taking some sort of opportunity or some sort of risk. You're like, I don't know, maybe I want to have an adventure. What should I do? And you're kind of wondering what you should do. What should the next step in your life be? Because this can also be about you coming out of some sort of phase and, you know, having a sense of completion within yourself. Now, also there's a possibility that someone is looking at you or thinking about you. This person may be a free spirit. I don't know why I got the name Caesar. I mean, I've seen this picture a lot of times, and I know he's wearing like a crown like Caesar, but this is the first time I heard the name Caesar. So it could be someone's name or their nickname. Now, what I was saying is that if someone does just kind of randomly appear in your life or you have some sort of connection, I feel like the appearance of the person is someone who you will find very, very attractive. This is usually for me someone who has very dreamy looking eyes, whether it's the color or the shape of them. Something about their eyes you're just very drawn to. This person might be someone who themselves are very intuitive, who have a heightened sense of awareness, very sensitive. This guy could be a nurturer himself. He may have a sensitive side. Sometimes he may also have the tendency to become over emotional. He could be extremely romantic. I'm getting like a John Mayer type or something. Someone who likes to listen to, he's like very in tune. He's like, I'm comfortable in my, my sexuality. He's like, I can listen to a song and cry or whatever have you. So I feel like there's someone that is very confident in who they are. Someone who walks to the beat of their own drum. They don't really care about what other people think of them. This can also be your energy since it is water. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like this weekend is more so about you really getting in tune with yourself, you figuring things out on your own. I do see someone that sometimes makes you have anxieties or feel pressured into doing things that you don't want to do, or someone who's just very good at manipulating you because they know that you're sensitive. or maybe you're the manipulator, but someone can manipulate someone into either staying in a situation they don't want to stay in. Sometimes this can be you though. Like you are overwhelmed. It's still another form of anxiety. And you are overthinking things. It's like you're thinking about things in circles. They're thinking about things over and over again. You're like, why can't I stop thinking about this? Why can't I stop thinking about them? You also could have some sort of anxieties about your finances, because it looks too like you could be struggling here, like you're not getting paid enough. Maybe you asked for a raise and they were like, no. Or you asked for, could you change positions, move to a different department because you knew it was going to pay more money. They were like, no, we need you here. You had a job interview. They were like, no. You know, so something happened to where financially you needed something and you got denied here. You also could be spending too much, especially if you have a teen that is going to prom and has graduation this year. It's just like, I'm doing everything I can for you, baby. I don't care if we go broke. You going to that prom. I'm getting that cap and gown. You know, so somebody's parent is really making sure that their child has the best, even if you're struggling financially. And matter of fact, I am seeing someone getting choked up over their child because they know their child is going away to college. And it's just like, oh my God, you're going so far away. Just let me hold you. Let me hold you one last time. They're like, Ma, cut it out. I'll be back in September. You know, I'll be back or whenever, December, you know. So they're like wanting you to not to stress over them going far away. So some of you may be becoming empty nesters for the first time. And this is just something difficult for you to deal with. Some of you are just going to go ahead and start venturing out alone. I see you taking some sort of risk. Maybe doing something like bungee jumping or skydiving, anything that takes a risk. There's a need for you to confront your fears and overcome any type of doubts or insecurities that you're having anyway. Let me go ahead and clarify a couple of things. Let me see the Three of Wands here. Some of you are thinking about relocating to a warmer climate. You are realizing that weather plays an effect on your moods. So if it's too cloudy, if it's too rainy, if it's too cold, you feel like that is depressing and you're like, I got to get out of this place. So you're packing up your things and you might not even put a whole lot of thought into it. You just decide that you're ready to let go and go to a warmer climate. So I'm seeing you moving to a place where it's much warmer, where there could be mountains, even where there are either beaches or deserts. I also feel someone who's very shy or insecure. I feel as if if this is a love interest, either you or your love interest has been suppressing their thoughts or feelings for someone, even though. So if it's you, it's like you can't get this person off of your mind. You're like, I can't stop thinking about them. But yet at the same time, I can't say what I want to say to them, but I want to. And you're trying to work yourself up. You're trying to, it's like I almost feel like it's like, okay, 1, 2, hey, I like you. You know, I had to do something goofy. Y'all know me. Okay, but let me get back focused on this Three of Wands. I feel too, definitely somebody is becoming more free-spirited. So hopefully it's you, because if this is someone new coming into your life, you really need to have an open mind and not really have expectations for them, because they're really a free spirit. They don't want strings attached. They like to, you know, I don't want to say necessarily come and go as they please. To a certain extent. So also with this Three of Wands, you could be in a long distance relationship. And it's getting to the point where it's stressful now. I'm also getting the energy of someone who's patiently waiting for something to happen and not trying to force something to happen. It's like, I'm just going to be patient and wait for the signal, wait for the clue. Somebody is waiting. This is something not silly, but it kind of is. I feel like someone's waiting for you to post something so they can have a conversation with you. Even if you've already been posting different things on social media, I feel like they're like, damn, I don't know what to say to that. I don't know how to, you know, they're like waiting for the right post so that they can interact with you and join in a conversation, but they don't want to be fake about it. They want to make sure it's something like a general, they want to make sure that it's a topic that they are genuinely interested in talking about. Now, I also see someone that has stalker potential. I feel like it goes, okay, I feel like it happens, something's going on in stages. So one minute somebody is peaceful, they're like, okay, you know, I haven't heard anything from this person, or they haven't said anything online. It's cool, I get it. People take breaks from social media. People need much needed breaks from, you know, talking and communicating with people. Then it gets to the point where, oh my God, I'm so frustrated. I thought I would have heard from them by now. What's going on? You know, and that's when the anxieties start to happen. And then it's like you get to the point where you're like obsessing and constantly checking your phone, constantly checking social media. It's like constantly looking out the window. You could be looking out the window waiting for somebody to come home. One minute you're trying to be patient, they didn't respond to your text, then the next thing you know, you're like checking a window. Like, did they see my text? Are they home? Are they on the way? You know, so someone starts getting very impatient. I also get here though, the minute you start to feel like you're about to lose it, you receive some sort of sign from the universe or something that gives you a sense of peace that restores your hope or restores your faith in something. Also could be dealing with an Aquarius, Capricorn. If you're already in a relationship, something's going on where I feel like maybe you're just needing space from your partner, or your partner feels that way, like they just need a break. I don't feel like they're running off to cheat. I just feel like they need some alone time. They really just need some alone time. You might be involved with someone who is a hermit or an introvert. How much time? Okay, I have a few minutes to pull a few energy cards, so I will do that. All right, let's see what additional messages there are for water signs. These are energy oracle cards. There's a booklet with it, but I never pay attention to the booklet, so I just go off of intuition. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like you've been stressed about some sort of spiritual contract that you have with someone. And two, that could be why, you know, that person who is suppressing their thoughts and they're like, I can't stop thinking about this person, or you are feeling that way. I feel like there's a spiritual contract with that person, which also may be why the devil came out. It's like it is something karmic. Maybe it is something that just needs to be, it's like owing some sort of karmic debt to someone. And then also, when we had the star come out, see, I'm looking at the scales here too, and it looks like this is about repaying some sort of debt. And the star was out, so it might be part of, you might be indebted to that person, or they could be indebted to you. So I feel like this will be the door to personal healing and happiness once you confront those fears. You know, this is what you signed up for. I feel like this is a class or a course. I'm looking at those books. So I feel like your spirit signed up for this before you incarnated here. This is part of your experience as a human here. I just feel like once you deal with that, you know, I feel like you're going to be released from that debt, and you're going to have your freedom. You're going to be debt free, which also makes me think of how the Fool can be, because it's starting fresh, it's starting new. Now also we have third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly, but I feel like this is talking about the solar plexus here. So someone may also be activating your solar plexus and making you feel creative, like you need to express yourself. So those of you that were feeling very emotional, if you're artists, when you're feeling like that, go start writing, go start painting, sculpting, drawing, whatever it is that you do creatively. I feel like it needs to be released in a creative form. If you have children, because the solar or the fifth house also deals with children, there may be a need for you to relieve the energy that you're having, the pent up energy, by, you know, taking your children out, spending time with them. And also the fifth house is about having fun. So you may need to focus, like I said, take some sort of risk, go do something out of the ordinary. You know, get out of your comfort zone. Now we also have rest and rejuvenation, which also came out as the Four of Swords. So some of you may really need to take a break. You've been overthinking things. You've been taking on the energies of other people. Maybe you knowingly have been acting selfless, and you feel like everybody's problem is your problem, and you cry for the world. There's a need for you to take a break from that. It's like, okay, Mother Teresa, go take a nap. You know, so you can't save everybody at the same time. One day at a time, one love at a time, you know, just pace it. All right, so that is all that I have for water. I hope that resonated. Please feel free to leave your comments. You guys don't forget to leave those comments. I want you guys to make sure that you can share your stories and interact with one another. And then continue to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.